Jo, 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 jo. Ey, jo. Ey, jo. Hej. Så tror jeg på. Jeg ved godt, hvor jeg er også lidt utydelig. Det er svært at fokusere i dag, kameraet. Nå, men jeg tror, jeg er på. Det ligner det i hvert fald. Cool. Det håber jeg. Det håber jeg. Kameraet, det er lidt svært ved at fokusere i dag. It is what it is. It is what it is. Yeah. Men velkommen til. Og håber, I er klar tilbage fra weekenden. Klar til endnu en uge. Klar til at, klar til at bare starte igen. Et eller andet på nyt grind. Nu skal jeg lige se, om jeg kan finde det her. Det er kun lidt. Der var den. Vi kan lige hurtigt se igennem, hvad jeg planer om her i den her uge her. Og så der skal vi spille noget The Other Worlds, og det skal vi så set også i morgen. Her er den jo. The Other Worlds i dag, og i morgen, på mandag, i morgen, der er der også The Other Worlds. Vi må se, hvor meget vi når. Jeg håber lidt på, at vi kan blive færdige faktisk på tirsdag, altså i morgen. Derefter så har vi This County på torsdag. Og jeg ved ikke helt, hvornår den bliver released på Steam. Så det plejer at være en 4-5 tiden. Det kan også godt være, at det er helt om aftenen, og så starter vi om aftenen. Så det skriver jeg ind på, jeg skriver herinde, hvornår, sådan jeg ved noget mere. Så det glæder jeg mig rigtig meget til. This County, det er jo, hvis du kender arkaden, så hvis jeg vil ind og se deres podcast, så er nogle gange en, der hedder Anne Elsberg med. Og hendes bror faktisk også. Nu har jeg faktisk glemt, hvad han hedder. Undskyld. Men han, de er begge to med nogle gange. Især når de snakker om Nintendo, fordi jeg er begge to store fan af Nintendo. Og de er faktisk rigtig gode begge to, når vi snakker omkring, fordi man møder fanboys i hver eneste, når vi snakker om Nintendo, når vi snakker om Xbox, når vi snakker om PlayStation, så møder vi hardcore fanboys, der undskylder for hver eneste gang, et af de firma, man er fan af, det fucker op. Der er både hende og hendes bror, de er faktisk rigtig, rigtig gode til ikke at gøre det. Ikke at gå fuldstændig all-in fanboy, men faktisk have en ret nuanceret billede af af et emne, vi diskuterer. Så det er virkelig, virkelig fedt. Så det er 100%. Og så kom der nok måske en lille overraskelse for nogle af jer. Men på fredag, der spiller vi noget Assassin's Creed Black Flag. Og det kan godt være, at vi rykker den lørdag. På lørdag. Nu må vi se. Og det gør vi simpelthen fordi, at vi skal snakke omkring. Jamen, jeg har lyst til at spille det egentlig. Jeg har også lyst til at tage diskussionen omkring, hvorfor spillet egentlig er et af mine yndlingsspil. Jeg plejer jo ikke at lave top 5 eller top 10 lister over spil, fordi jeg synes altid, at det bliver sådan lidt. Jeg synes, det bliver lidt falsk. I hvert fald så min smag rykker sig en del af alt efter, hvor jeg står henne i verden, også sådan rent privatmæssigt, hvad der sker omkring i mit liv. Så min yndlingsspil, det rykker sig også. Så jeg kan ikke lave den Goat-liste, eller Goat-liste. Det kan jeg ikke. Det kan jeg simpelthen ikke. Jeg kan se på nogle spil, hvor jeg siger, jamen lige præcis, måske inden for den her genre, kan jeg sige, at der er de min top 5 eller top 10. Men det vil også være bedømt på, og hvor lang tid jeg har spillet det, for eksempel. Så et spil som Diablo 2, igen, jeg har sagt det før, jeg siger det igen, det vil ryge med på min liste, fordi jeg har lagt rigtig mange timer i Diablo 2. Og på det tidspunkt, jeg gjorde det, jamen, der stod jeg altså i en anden situation, end jeg gør nu. I dag vil jeg sgu nok ikke spille det, guys. Så vil jeg nok indrømme. Så derfor kan det jo heller ikke komme et yndlingsspil i dag, vel? Hvis man skal tage det derfra. Jeg skal jo slet ikke et eller andet sted ville kunne spille det. Nu har jeg jo ikke, hvis man skulle sige det, eller hvad. Det ved jeg ikke. Jeg spiller det i hvert fald ikke i dag. Og jeg tror ikke, jeg kunne finde på at spille det i dag. Så det er ikke fordi, det er et dårligt spil. Det er jo bare ikke tid til, synes jeg. Jeg synes ikke, det giver nok til mig i forhold til det, jeg får tilbage, i forhold til den tid, jeg skal lægge i det. Men dengang, det gjorde det. Og der var også en masse ting i mit privatliv, der gjorde, at jeg ligesom valgte at lægge en masse tid i det spil, i stedet for at gøre en masse andet. Det er jeg da taknemmelig for, i forhold til spillet. Det er jeg da 100% taknemmelig for, i forhold til spillet. Men i dag, der tror jeg sgu ikke, jeg vil kunne... Det tror jeg ikke, jeg vil kunne... Ja, det tror jeg sgu ikke, jeg vil sige, at jeg kunne lægge så meget tid i det. I hvert fald ikke så meget tid, som man nu får ud af, når man for eksempel så...
Can we talk?
Hvor skal vi snakke med Ellie?
Since we're in Byzantium, I haven't actually talked to my folks in a while. Shocking, right? Anyway, it's probably about time I paid them a visit. Whoa! I'm just suggesting we stop by when we're in the neighborhood. See, I'm originally from Byzantium, born and raised. I know that probably comes as a big surprise. This is why I have to see them. They'll hardly recognize me. Oh, well. Great. And when we get there, draw out your rough edges a bit. If you've got an outfit you haven't washed in a while, maybe... Oh, and help...
Okay. Så tager vi Ellie, og vi tager... Pavati med så. Så guys, vi lander her på Byzantium, og det er basically... Der er basically ikke rigtig noget... Der er ikke ret mange andre quests, vi kan gøre. Så det... og derfor... Jamen, det er bare det, vi gør. Vi tager de to companion quests, guys, og så tager vi bagefter... Så tager vi vores ben. Så. Tror vi har det hele. Skulle jeg bare... Ah, det er fint. It is fine. Right, skal ud her.
Nothing exciting ever happens around here.
So what if MSI succeeded on Monarch? I can live.
So what if all those MSI suits made it on Monarch?
I wonder if I'll get to meet Chairman Rockwell.
Bro, hvad er det, der kommer ud her? var noget af en loading sekvens.
Why can't something exciting happen around here for once?
Nothing wrong with stability. It means
Hey, you. Yeah, you.
Anti-Cleo's
Wanna be
facial
famous?
mask increase.
Kid, you got presents.
Hvad vil jeg
Tell you what, you're gonna like it a whole lot. Listen, you got an agent?
What no?
Hey, don't worry about it. I'm gonna take good care of you. Listen, you got a real special quality. I'm making a feature, Space Pirates of Moros Prime. It's gonna be a hit.
Not so fast. First, we gotta...
Let's just see where this audition... So what do you say? Terrific. We're holding auditions at the studio. Head to Odeon Pictures and take the elevator.
Okay. Vi skal til audition, guys.
Try Anti-Cleo. It's better than
That's supposed to be a model of the system? Not super accurate. I once dated a lady who got her hand caught in the gears. Maybe it was more worried about her rings than her fingers.
actually took over.
Oh, bruh.
Looking for weapons? You've come. Why? To defend their property, of course.
50-bit says he's got a heart on right now.
Byzantium is the best of what Halcyon has to offer.
Protected from what?
Marauders, dissidents, especially large sprats. One never knows what threat might arrive.
Byzantium seems pretty safe to me.
Only because we make it so. It is only the fear of the well-armed Byzantine that... One can never be too well-armed.
Alright. 402.
The best... What?
Har han armor? Nej, det har han ikke. 208. 695. Det kunne måske være en til Wicca Max. Sgu ikke damer.
Come to do your... What?
Hvad er det for? Okay, quarantines.
Racer's Choice Dehydrated Water Tablet. Just add air. Now available in carbonated.
What's done is a block mine.
Citizens, today marks a monumentous occasion in the course of Halcyon history. After a deep and thorough examination of our budgets, revenue streams, and predictive models, we are publishing our yearly success report. Profits are soaring, promotions abound. Thanks to your continued hard work, Halcyon is healthier and more productive than ever.
Your best find this week.
In the coming months, Byzantium will be sure to see the many rewards reaped from your diligent labor.
I've always loved
You, with the hips. Over here. Don't speak. The way you rest your weight against your hip suggests a certain rugged charisma possessed only by the mighty primal and the well-traveled.
Consider all that by my way of standing.
Your walk, your posture, the cut of your clothes. You carry yourself. I'm Celeste. Darling, you and that brutish swagger of yours have been on my mind the moment you stepped into... I'm working on a new line of clothing that will shock this city to its core, and I'd like your help. What do you say, my dear? Care to make history with me? Marvelous! You and I are gonna wake... What I need is a survey of the outside world. What does the... Also... My dear, I'll need you to model for me the following. The apparel of an iconoclast, the armor of a marauder, and a full ensemble of spacer gear. And when I say spacer gear, I mean an outfit worn. You have the bare... I can't. What can I do?
You don't gotta be so forward about my
Let me get a good look at you. My word. Such muscular shoulders. You're a vision. Nonsense. You're absolutely lovely. Chin up now. Let me do a back of the envelope calculation. Love? That's the ultimate luxury, darling.
I don't get why that's funny, ma'am.
Oh, my cherub. Who woos for love anymore? That's so... precious. All right, Captain. Here is... There are some things I simply cannot skimp on, darling. Now stand back. Back! And there we are, my darling girl. I wish you a splendiferous evening. And if you don't mind my asking, have you
What?
I wish you weren't so shy, my Violet. You truly... If I were an enterprising spacer in need of a wardrobe...
Okay. Så fik vi jo så til klart den, eller hvad?
Can you believe this outfit? It's so handsome, I'm almost afraid to touch it. Well, I guess that's everything then. You know, there's a part Junlei's been looking for to fix up the air cyclers. They only care. I know. For a while, it felt like everything I did was a little bit of help. And it meant I didn't have to ask her to be mine. Next time we dock with Groundbreaker, I'm doing it. Oh, this is real.
Alright, cool. And cool. Så skal vi have det der.
I love Byzantium. What else are you doing?
Jeg har lidt overvejet, om vi skal... Jeg skulle lige... Nå. Jeg har lidt overvejet, om vi skulle... hvad hedder det... der.
Can you...
Om jeg skulle spille de her DLC'er, men... Altså folk må sige til, hvis jeg skal det. Eller så kan det være, jeg gør det off-stream, det må vi se. Så.
CNP
Down there, a new ship. Doesn't look like it. Me of the corporate freighters.
But what would they do?
Så det. Men ellers så... ja, så glæder jeg mig sgu til, hvad efterholdet det bringer af... altså, af spil på i hvert fald, de spil, der kommer. Det... Så det bliver rigtig spændende efterår. Jeg ved også, at... jeg ved, at... altså,
Nice thing about travel with the captain. We meet all sorts of new people. Sure.
jeg ved altså, at
that's part of
2026
my
bliver
plan.
spændende. Altså, så det kommer rigtig spændende ting i møde. Så fuck, jeg glæder mig.
There's my parents' place.
Så det nogle gange har nogle gange været så sådan, shit, det bliver lidt mærkeligt i år her, men men sådan de næste år i hvert fald, fra august her, der kommer nogle til at ske nogle spændende ting.
Marilyn, is that you?
Is that you?
Boss, we certainly didn't expect to see you like this. And I didn't expect you to renew your marriage contract. But we're all full of surprises today, aren't we? Speaking of surprises, you should meet my new friend. We've been running around the system for a while now, stirring up all sorts of trouble.
It's supposed to be thank you for welcoming us to.
I don't know what to say. He's you. Come on, you're supposed to help me make an. Anyway, you're probably wondering where.
Not exactly.
The last few years have been a bloody haze. You wouldn't believe the messes we've gotten ourselves into. Right? Are you trying to make me look bad?
Marilyn, this really isn't the best time.
Nå, du skal være lyde som om, at
Perhaps you
hun...
should go.
Okay.
I mean, we had other business in Byzantium, so it's not like we went out of our way. You can't just kick us out. We'll stay as long as we like. And while we're at it, we'll drink your expensive hooch, wear our outside shoes all over your nice floors. He's right. Since when can you afford authentic Terran marble?
That's what we've been trying to tell you, dear, but you must understand, we hadn't heard from you in ages.
We thought you were dead. I'm not dead. I just never wanted to talk to you again.
I'm afraid the distinction was lost on us, darling.
Why do I get the feeling you people are about to apologize for something?
We only did what any grieving parents in our position would do.
Hvad gjorde det så?
We collected on your life insurance policy.
And the payouts
Selvfølgelig
have
gjorde
been
det.
rather substantial.
You what?
But I'm sure you must have been now knowing Ellie is alive and well, right?
Of course. And we shall always harbor that joyful secret deep
Ja, jeg skal du betale tilbage, selvfølgelig.
And you'll report it to the insurance company, right?
It's not that simple. For one thing, we'd have to cut back on so many necessities. The neighbors would be sure to...
Fuck, det er scumbag fuld af det der, dude. You'll be the talk of town.
That's the other problem.
We had to explain your disappearance somehow.
We couldn't very well tell people you'd run off to become a miscreant, could we? The neighbors would talk, and not in a good way.
We concocted a story about Celeste Jollycurl designing a pair of 12-inch heels for you.
One of a kind, naturally.
That led to your tragic death when you tripped and broke your neck.
It was quite the story. People were talking about it for weeks.
Not until I get some answers. Couldn't you have at least made up a better story? Something with pirates or raptidons? And what are you gonna do now that we're here?
Yes, about that. We were just about to ask you to, leave.
Quietly, if you don't mind.
If you really knew your daughter, you know quiet is not in her vocabulary.
She hasn't changed a bit, I see.
That's it? You just want us to disappear now?
Marilyn, please.
Don't cause a scene.
I don't know about you, Ellie, but I'm ready to cause a scene.
Let's just get out of here, Captain. Fine. I'm gone. Forever this time.
Fuck, hun er scumbag forældre, mand.
Let's talk outside. So, Carlo was rottener than week-old Borst. Big.
Can you believe those two? We'd hardly been there a minute and they turned us out like yesterday's garbage. I wanted them to get upset. I just thought it would play out differently. They'd both be sitting there watching one of their vapid aetherwave dramas, and then we'd walk in. Mother would drop her mock apple cider, and the glass would shatter all over their overpriced marble. Father would tear off his glasses.
And then what?
I'd have a great one-liner in the tube. I was thinking either the leather's fake, but the scars are real, or oops, did I just track awesome onto your rug?
How about it's payback time?
Father would throw his hands up, because this would be just like me, to come back. Then Mother would do the old, "You had us worried sick." Her eyes would be red, and she'd have her fist in front of her mouth to stifle a sob. I'm not hurt. I'm outraged. Affronted, even. I just didn't want to get booted out of the house I grew up in like that. It's embarrassing, you know?
Okay. So it's a rough situation.
I'm used to rough situations. Like when someone loads your pistol with blanks and strands you in a Marauder moon base, or traps you in an airlock with an angry mantis worm. But I want to talk about me now. Unless you mean the kind who'll look out for you to blink so they could swipe your bits. Anyway, I don't want to sift through this lousy experience for meaningful life lessons. I'm mad. Wait a second. What if I could get that money? I could open a new account, designate that account holder as a sole beneficiary. I'll make money without...
So how to do this?
My policy is with the Greater Halcyon Insurance. They have an office in... Maybe you could use some of your people skill. If that doesn't work,
Alright, cool. Nå. Skal vi fortsætte med Alice Quests? Not gonna lie, jeg har også lidt lyst til det. Jeg har faktisk lyst til det.
Dr. Ellie, you ever wonder if maybe we got some things in common? This isn't another thing about wrenches and guns, is it? Because you're a surgeon and I'm a mechanic. We both fix things, heal them up. Hate to break it to you, but before I got to Groundbreaker, I fixed more noses than bones. Nowadays, I probably shoot more than I save. Oh.
Alright. Så de er jo fucking skum. Prøv at tænke, sådan følger man. Jesus fucking Christ, man.
I guess we're going to Fallbrook.
Nå, så vi skal med skibet. Okay. Det er så det, vi gør. Det er det, vi gør.
Anti-Creo's facial masking.
If I spit,
Do not operate in
Skal vi lige snakke med, hvad hedder hun?
A reminder to all crew members.
Parvati.
There's only one.
I swear. Next time we... Oh, you mean Sam?
Have we given him a nickname yet?
Nah, but I've been thinking on one. Gotta get to know him better, I think. Me. It ain't nice to give... Of course, that don't...
Alright, cool jo.
We're now in orbit above Fallbrook, Captain.
Skulle vi lige se, hvad Ellis gun er. Den er faktisk ikke særlig god. Skulle vi ikke købe en ny en til hende så også? Terra Byzantium, right.
We are now...
Hvad det var der? Sådan der. Ja, det er fint nok. Vi skal bare lige købe en grøn til den.
The dissidents actually took over.
Ja, bra.
The best. What can I help you for?
$402, 525. Alright. Ellie. Har du nærkampsvåben?
Why place your faith in Otto? What can...
Der. Vil det tage så godt? Nå, lad os så til Fallbrook og se, hvad vi kan gøre der.
If you stop in the engine room, would you ask Parvati to send Sam down to the bridge?
Nej.
We're now in orbit above Fallbrook, Captain.
Alright. Så vi tager Ellie, og vi tager Newcomer. Så hvis vi skal hacke et eller andet, så tager vi Max mod. Max. Opti, og måske skulle også købe dem bedre til ham. Der. It is what it is. Hey.
looks like the place.
I see you're still in one piece. However, you never know when that could change. Note that all of your fragments must be recovered and must be smaller than a standard bit cartridge for the payouts to kick in.
I need to change the beneficiary on the Marilyn Finhal's life insurance policy.
I remember that one. That's the young socialite who broke her neck, right?
Of course, no one remembers me for the marauders I've killed or the bits I've stolen.
That claim was airtight. Our best investigators couldn't find an exclusion for that one.
Are you serious?
Well, we interviewed the parents extensively. They had plenty of awkward childhood stories that illustrated their daughter's clumsiness and capriciousness.
Oh, de fucking koldt,
Hey,
jamen.
those are entirely made up.
Furthermore, the claim spurred a whole line of fashion-related policies. It's become a very lucrative market.
So how would I amend that claim?
You can't, of course. Only Miss Fenhill can assign her beneficiaries. And she's dead.
Well, she's pretty
If
much
we
alive,
let
yeah,
every
dude.
friend, relative, and acquaintance change a policy like that, people would do it all the time. Imagine.
Okay, but how could I change it?
Oh, you mean hypothetically? Well, hypothetically, you'd access the terminal in the back room. And you'd theoretically, but you wouldn't actually do that, of course.
You'll do this, or you'll be filling your own claim.
Please, my policy only covers paper cuts and wrist sprain. Very well, I'll do it. But then I'll need the name of the new if you say so. The payouts will flow exclusively into the new account. I hope Ms. Fenhill enjoys her newfound prosperity.
You really did it. Give these payouts a few.
Congratulations, Alice.
Hey, you did the real work. All I had to do was not be dead. I'm just glad my folks aren't gonna live off that awful story they made up. Maybe now they'll have. Yeah. The funny thing about getting what you want, I've never been much of a planner. Makes my eyeballs itch. If only you could have been my chief surgeon back in the day. Anyway, enough of that. You did a job for me, so here's your fee. Don't make it weird. Even you've got to be in it for the money now and then. Why else would you go through all this trouble?
That's what friends do.
You sure? Because my kind of friends will pick your pocket clean while they're getting hammered with you.
About.
You don't have to get all... Still, maybe you've got a point. Maybe... So... Don't mention it. Really.
Alright, cool you. Fuck, fik jeg 57.000 XP på det alligevel? Holy shit. Og så fik hun lige pøk. Nice nok, mand. Jeg gør den. Cost of bribes minus 50%. Okay. Okay, I like that. Hvad vil vi så gøre? Skal vi ikke starte på den der main quest her, guys? Så kan vi altid tage, hvad hedder det, Ellis, eller Parvati senere.
A reminder to all crew members. There is
Right.
only... We are now in orbit above Byzantium.
Alright. Hvad har vi så? Skills, vi gerne vil lege lidt med. Persuade, light, intimidate. Jeg vil måske gerne have hack op på 60%. Lockpick op på 55.
And Captain? We'll be here, Captain.
Ellie. Parvati. Felix. Det er her.
Do you mind? I'm meeting.
Yeah, Phineas sent me.
Shh. No names, okay? The Phoenix is a wanted man, and the board has eyes everywhere in Byzantium.
Your information for me.
Yeah, you're looking to make contact with Minister... Magpie, right? I should warn you, it won't be easy. He spends most of his time in his estate, which is heavily guarded. Afraid not. He almost never leaves his home and is guard.
Can you get me into the minister's estates?
Whoa, I'm not one of your B&E specialists. I just provide intelligence. Some of the guards hang around Billingsley's House of Inebriation between shifts.
That place is still open? I used to study there during medical school.
Maybe you could do some reconnaissance there. You know, swipe a key while nobody's looking. Just remember, you didn't hear it. I've always been fascinated by birds. If you ever research Earth species, there are thousands of them, so colorful and distinct. The other thing about birds, though, is their environmental indicators.
When they die off, it's a sign that something's wrong.
Exactly. I started thinking about everything we see around Halcyon, and all the things we don't see. For starters, you rarely come across anyone living in Byzantium who wasn't born here, even though we get ships in all the time.
Trust me, anyone with a lick of sense gets out of here as soon as possible.
But most people don't. In fact, most people stay exactly where they start. Doesn't that seem strange to you? And then there's the way nothing gets fixed. There used to be a suggestion box around here. People would drop ideas in.
Sounds like my old job. I had all these bang-up ideas, you know?
That's what I mean. Everyone needs a suggestion box so they can voice their... I mean, there's a shredder at the bottom of the box, so I don't know what you'd expect to happen. But one day the shredder broke. No one came to fix it, and since it wasn't working, we didn't have anywhere to file our complaints. So you can... At first, management put up an out-of-order sign, but that just seemed to worry people. Like they were advertising something wasn't working. They eventually took the whole suggestion box sign down so that people didn't have any expectations about it. But they never fixed it, never replaced it. Doesn't that seem odd to you?
Og det ser lidt mærkeligt ud, vil jeg sige.
The whole episode made me wonder, if they can't fix something as simple as a suggestion box. After a while, I got connected with our mutual friend and started using my position here to feed him information when I could.
Okay. Cool. Cool. Alright, så der er 2 steder, vi kunne klare. Der var... hvad hedder det? sjovt, at de kan... Skal vi prøve den der Billy's House of Innovation der? Se om vi kan stjæle. Uden at vi kommer i kamp, guys. Uden at vi kommer i kamp. Det gider vi helst ikke. Så får vi en hel by på os. Det gider vi ikke sådan. Spacer's Choice.
Great on fish sticks.
Hey! Stand back! Yep, you're looking at the minister's newest personal guard.
Han pisser stiv om der dyb.
Right here. The others took me out to celebrate on account of me just getting high. He's basically the most important person in the colony, which makes me the most important guard in the colony.
Ja, vel, ja. Congratulations, man.
Yep. I've nearly made it to the top, my friend. I'm just 2 promotions away from on-the-job bathroom breaks.
How about I buy you a drink to celebrate your promotion?
That's a great idea! Here's to me. Hey, you are really great. Have I told you that? We should be friends. Wow, listen to me. I'm soaked. I should probably slow down before I'm face down on the tile. Who am I kidding? It's not every day you get your dream job, right? Wow, you've got like this crazy energy. Has anyone ever told you that?
Yo, what a was
a manosaur. You got a manosaur. Oh, Laws. I got. Oh, Oh, you definitely recognize him if you saw him. He's very important.
Kan jeg købe...
Have you Then
Quite so, but I would never lower myself to do something as good.
Så din... Bare mechanical, jeg skal spørge.
Please allow me.
Hvad er det? What kan du have? Tror du ikke 2 det er nok til at han går rimelig meget ned?
I really shouldn't.
Nonsense. You've got another in you. Doctor's orders.
Guess I can't argue with that. Yeah. Was that one supposed to taste like purple berry crunch? Or am I just tasting breakfast?
Der har vi jo aldrig været.
Feels so good. I think I'm gonna be sick. I just need to sit down.
Fuck, jeg var blæst, bro.
Remember that stranger I saw?
What's gone into Bachmeyer? I just don't get how you can be so casual about your integrity, Ellie. The way I see it, you're either standing up to the board, or you're standing up for him.
I know nuance ain't exactly your strong suit, but it's not that simple. Grow a few hairs on your chest and you'll see.
I might not have your schooling, but at least I stand for something.
And you'll fall for anything.
This property is off limits, so this ultimatum brought... That's funny. The minister isn't expecting visitors, and you don't much look like one of those... Sure you are. Typical.
HPS, okay.
I'm on my legally allotted break. Oh. Nothing. Laws
What are you worried about?
I work in the lab at the Ministry of Accuracy and Morale. Some of my sprats, maybe. And so what if they escaped? And before I could coax them, even if I did dare go down there. Really? They have intelligent eyes, an agreeable yet reserved demeanor, and a fondness for hiding. Please, do take care, and do mime the exterminator mechanicals. Well, to maintain things, of course. Like big humming machine thing. And pipes.
Okay.
Everyone knows sewer sprats carry diseases. Why? Some people say there are strange things in those tunnels. Assassins. A monster. Not that I...
Why are the extremely big chemicals in the tunnels?
To deal with the sewer sprats, of course. They're quite the nuisance.
I'm wondering why you're so attached to this spread. Det lyder også lidt mærkeligt, synes jeg.
Therefore my, research.
Hvorfor sandt? Ønsker jeg at vide, hvad jeg skal bruge det spread? Hvis jeg ved, at spread de er sådan små rotter og lignende typer. Ønsker jeg at vide, hvad jeg skal bruge det til? Ønsker jeg virkelig at vide, hvad jeg skal bruge det til?
Oh, very well. It's true. I do run studies on them at the lab, but I also have a special connection with them. See, I'm an enormous fan of all my colonists. The early seasons, before the plotlines got tacky. You must have seen the classic episodes.
Just tell me what this has to do with your spreads.
Well, I name all my sprats after my favorite characters. That way, their stories can live on in rodent form. So you see, it's imperative that I get them all back.
Så basically, så er det både hans kæledyr, men han laver også eksperimenter på den. Fair nok. So, your spreads, what are the names?
Not just names. They all have backstories,
Prøv at sikkert
too.
vide. Bro.
There's Lord Reginald Kim III, Lady Philippa Farnsworth, Vonda von Vermington, Haroon Greenlee, Iskander Emmanuel Sanchez, and Evelyn Ensley. Something else. I still am. After, but I must.
All right, guys. Vi laver lige et hardtape her.
How'd you do that so fast?
Stjæler alt græs.
Can't keep us out.
Der. Skal lige tømme hele den her. Hvad har vi? Light ammo. Det kan vi altid bruge. Nå, havde vi ikke... Havde vi et... Skal vi se... Audio... 60, okay. Mm, 480 tager vi lige og smadrer væk. Skal vi se, hvad der er i the maintenance tunnel, guys. Sagde det ikke, der er robotter, så tror jeg lige, vi skal have den rigtige gun. Alright. Der er fjender hernede. Goddag, min ven. Hvad handler om? Dude. Nå, der. Der, min ven. Yes. Så mangler vi en, eller hvad? Jeg skal lige se, om der er mere loot her. Der er der. Rigtig loot. Ham der skal også lootet. Den der skal jo lootet. Not gonna lie, guys. De ligner lidt mere... De ligner sådan lidt mere, hvad man sige, end de ligner noget andet. Gør det ikke? I don't know. Hvidt pulver i sådan nogle poser, og sådan en vægt. Altså, jeg har jo set Narcos, så det er jo... så... Nå, fuck det. Hvis der ikke er noget, der er sådan, der er en quest til det, fint nok, så videre. Bro! Holy fuck!
Everyone all right?
And I thought nothing fun ever happened in this town.
Holy shit! Ellie, hvad har hun? Felix.
Real slick. Teach me that.
Det er sådan noget, jeg kan. Nå, vi skal lige endelig den der koster gas. Hvorfor er han fjendtlig? Hvorfor er han fjendtlig? Hvorfor er han fjendtlig, ham er duden? Okay. Så det er basically det er en fejl i spillet.
Out with it, you wretched contraption!
Hey, how are you doing?
I don't know, Ellie. Clyde was the one friend I had since I was a
Hvor har jeg hostiles?
I don't think I'm getting over this anytime soon.
Better him than you, right? They're on us.
What?
I can take a hint.
Pis, mand. Der er vagt over det hele. Jeg kan ikke gøre en skid, jeg kan ikke. Hvorfor er de unfriendly lige pludselig? Fuck, det er lort det her, mand. Det drejer jeg der. På grund af en bug. Er det fordi, at jeg ved godt, hvad det er for. Jeg ved godt, hvorfor. Guys, jeg har simpelthen de her dem jeg har dræbt. De er simpelthen det er åbenbart en del af fraktionen. Så vi skal lige se, om det er rigtigt. Vil jeg have ret? Om jeg har ret her? Det er rigtigt, det er derfor. Det er derfor. Så jeg kan ikke gå derind. Jeg kan ikke gå derned. Åbenbart ikke. Nu skal vi tilbage. De der robotter, jeg har dræbt. Er en del af byfraktionen. Og derfor er alle dem, der ligesom er med i den fraktion, altså rent, hvis vi tager rent kodemæssigt, så er de, så jeg har dræbt en der, gør, at jeg ligesom, er unfriendly med byen, faktisk, med hele byen, guys. Så.
Hey, how are you doing?
I don't know, Ellie. Clyde was the one friend I had since I was a kid. I don't think I'm getting over this anytime soon.
Better him than you.
No.
Yeah, I tried telling myself that already. Didn't work then, ain't working now. Thanks.
Men du prøver lige at røve hele det her igen. Og så Så lader vi ved med at tage hans quest, og det er bare ærgerligt.
Real slick.
Jeg har før prøvet det med, for eksempel med, hvad hedder det, Fallout New Vegas, hvor man går ned i sådan en vault. Og så, hvad hedder det, så er det de der sådan turrets, der, som du skal smadre faktisk. Men samtidig, så de turrets der, de er en del af den fraktion. Altså i programmeringen. Så det er en del af de fraktioner, de sådan nogle robotbetjente, der er i selve New Vegas byen. Hvilket gør, at de er unfriendly. Så ja, det er pisse-irriterende. Men mærket, at de ikke her, fordi jeg var lige inde og kigge, lige da jeg sad, lige nu her, hvor jeg var inde og kigge. Og der, hvad hedder det, der er flere, der er faktisk ret mange, der har ramt det problem. Så det er lidt dumt.
Here's what I can't get over. Clyde.
They're on us.
You must be joking.
What?
Er det fordi, jeg dræbte ham? Det var det sikkert. Så bare de unfriendly med det samme.
What was that? Hey! I saw that! Show me how you did that. What do you... I don't have time for this. Move along.
How'd you do that so fast?
Det er sådan noget, jeg kan. Nu vil vi se, hvad der sker, når jeg kommer op. Og hele byen, det der... alle vagterne, de er unfriendly.
Is Mayfield still
De ligner det i hvert fald, ikke?
Hey, how are you doing?
I don't know, Ellie. Clyde was the one friend I had since I was a kid.
Jeg tror, vi laver et hard save.
I don't think I'm getting over this anytime soon.
Better him than you, right?
Yeah, I tried telling myself that already. Didn't work then, ain't working now. Thanks.
There's nothing to see.
Chasing us all.
Ma'am, please don't.
I want you to know I'm holding back.
Do you have any action? Yeah? All right.
Nice going.
Ser ud for døren af.
Here's what I can't get over. Clyde wasn't always friendly. wasn't ever polite. But he was always on the level. You always knew where he stood. Now I don't know what to think. I don't know if he was ever straight with me.
How did you get in here? You're not one of my guards. What are you doing?
Det har du fuldstændig ret i.
I don't know if I trust this so-called minister fella, if that is his real name.
So, this is one of the guys who runs the colony, huh? Small room for a big shot.
If this is about another aetherwave clip or radio spot, you may kindly fuck off, as the parlance goes. I'm not doing any more. Slowly and loudly, Aloysius, it's the only way these morons understand anything. I said, you may tell Charles to go fuck.
I'm just asking some questions.
Then you're not part of Rockwell's PR. That means you're
Finally!
And so affable. Why, you're nothing like the crazed hooligans the board loves to caricature. But what are you doing here? Drugs, of course. What else? Why did I get my hopes up? Back to idiots.
Okay.
I don't have any drugs. You should try a vending machine or a purveyor of curative goods.
I ain't buying it, boss. I said we check him for drugs.
Will that be all, then? Oh dear, I don't think I can say this any more slowly. Unless... Of course! It's Rockwell again, who else? And I thought he was only holding me here to keep me out of the way.
Better tell me what you're talking about.
Chairman Rockwell. He's kept me under house arrest for years. I've long suspected him of transacting business in my name. But this proves it.
So the chairman's a crook who can't be trusted? Who knew?
Please, this is important. Whatever it is that brought you here, Rockwell's the one behind it.
Yeah, why would he go through all this trouble?
How should I know? I've been under house arrest for years. But there is a way to find out, and perhaps to set things right. Whatever Rockwell's doing, he'll be doing it from the HHC headquarters. Your best lead is to look for details in his office.
If by look for details he means knock things about and take what we like, count me in.
That's certainly one way of doing things. Far be it from me to dictate your methods.
We really gonna do this? Getting involved is a messy business, and it rarely pays.
This is about more than bits. This is about the survival of the colony. If you don't help, who will? Why, this is starting to sound like an issue of Dissident Hunter.
The HHG headquarters.
Halcyon Holdings Corporation, the collective of companies that run the colony together. Allegedly in partnership with the Earth Directorate and appointed Minister of Earth. I dearly hope I'm not imagining this. Now, we've got to get into the HHC. That's in the Acropolis District, along with the other major corporate and government facilities. But only board employees are allowed into the district. There's a heavily guarded checkpoint just down the street. There might be a route through the maintenance tunnels, but I'm afraid I don't know specifics. Most people avoid the area for obvious reasons. When you reach the HHC building, this access card should get you up to the executive suites, where the chairman's office and what used to be my office are. Oh, I haven't been allowed up there in years. I shudder to think what Rockwell's done with the place. A gilded minibar, perhaps? A personal theater. The man has too much money and too little sense.
How did you manage to hang onto your access card?
The board's lackeys are none too bright. I simply claimed I'd lost it and hid it somewhere no one would think to look. I merely hid it in a book.
Do I
no
want
one
to know?
reads anything longer than a few pages around here. There are a few advantages to dealing with imbeciles. Wait. Rockwell has one of the only terminals capable of transmitting to the Earthbound message drone. This is our chance. Please, take this and transmit it from his office. Rockwell hasn't given me any messages from Earth for years. He's desperate to keep me out of contact with the Earth, but they need to know what...
Why are you trusting me to help you?
Why, indeed. I know so little about you, much less your motivations. But I'm afraid I don't have many options, confined as I am. Besides, I've nothing to lose. If you're looking into Rockwell, I can only hope you're also looking out for Halcyon.
Yeah.
What isn't on it is the real question. I've gathered meeting minutes, internal messages, sustainability reports, and more, all exposing the corruption and mismanagement. Once the rest of the Earth Directorate sees it, they'll have to send help.
You're telling us you gathered up a whole mess of evidence on the board's corruption. How big is this cartridge again?
Large enough, I assure you. That's why you must transmit the data to the Earth Directorate and hope for their speedy intervention. Depending on the nature of their response, months at least, perhaps years. Organizing and sending personnel all the way out here is no mean feat.
But if it works, it will be worth it.
Perhaps there is hope after all. And now I entrust it to you. Good luck, and trust no one in the Acropolis district.
Okay. Jamen, det er det, vi skal så, guys.
Hey, Ellie. Hey, Ellie, how's your head? Still spinning?
Felix, the secret to surviving a good night is a big breakfast.
Jeg tror, vi laver et hardtape her.
Oh, there. That's one right there. Can't you just see the stench of impropriety radiating?
The Acropolis district.
Mind if I take a break? I'm pretty tired of all these bits.
You could have asked me, you know.
What in the law's name are you? Sure. Did I say restricted area? Slip of the tongue.
Alright, guys. Så vi laver endnu et hardtape. Så det...
Get the urge to just hop one on the floor?
Welcome to the official headquarters of the Halcyon Holdings Corporation Board. Today's greeting is brought to you by Auntie Cleo, a subsidiary of Colway Pharmaceuticals. If you'd like to make an appointment...
Okay, hun er bare en stor reklamesøjle.
State your business. Please step away. Huh. I didn't realize we were still... I'll just need you to register your weapons with a revolver. Yes? I was going to suggest... Look, you don't have time to wait on new forms. And I can't afford the site... Just know there are a bunch of...
Don't worry, boss.
Vi må se, hvad der sker, guys. Party.
Apologies for the wait. I was arranging...
What exactly do you do here?
Personal assistant to Adjutant Akande and Chairman Rockwell. I'm also responsible for organizing the adjutant's stationery, which is more of a hobby.
It says I could be Chairman Rockwell.
Ah. Oh, you were being serious. Will there be any...
I can take a hint.
How may I...
Skal jeg godt kan hacke den op på 100? Nej, ikke hacking. Jeg skal lockpick op på 100.
Do we really need all the security? I have to go through 3 checkpoints just to take a bathroom break.
Men altså, hvis vi tager det, så skal vi jo krig med de robotter der. Er vi ikke enige med det? Så det... Det er lidt hard til, så prøver vi lige at gøre den... Der er ikke andre måder. Jeg synes ikke, der er andre måder, vi kan gøre det på. Altså, skyde os igennem. Så ved jeg godt, så hele byen, den bliver fedt.
How may I be of assistance?
Det var et hard save.
Just goes to show you never really see your hometown until you travel with a visitor.
The rock cut off the precision prep plate.
Good afternoon. I'm Chairman Rockwell, and I'm here to address a serious issue facing us. As you all know, our colony has been successful beyond our wildest dreams. Unfortunately, we've recently discovered that our food supply will not be able to sustain Halcyon's population in the long term. Everyone will die. Everyone will slowly stop living from malnutrition. But we're doing it together, And that's what matters. I fucking swear, if someone doesn't give me something to read that will placate the masses soon, all of you will find yourselves violently unemployed. But I can assure you there's nothing to fear. We've got a solution. It's called the Lifetime Employment Program. We will freeze most of the colony to preserve resources, while the best and brightest of Byzantium continue living in prosperity. Look, you idiots! How many times do I have to tell you we can't say shit like that? Fire whoever wrote this! While Halcyon's brightest minds solve the problem of our nutritional shortage, the rest of the colony will be placed in suspended animation. Individuals will be revived on a rotating basis, so that every Halcyonite can be part of the important work of saving our colony. By testing paperweights. Sorry, couldn't resist. Let's go again. And someday, in the not-too-distant future when we've solved this crisis, we'll all be back together again working for the good of Halcyon. Until then, the board shall provide for the deserving just as it always has. So, obey your supervisors, take your vitamins, follow your corporate-mandated grooming rituals, and rest assured with the board on your side, there is nothing to worry about.
Oh, shit, man. We have plenty of food, real food, stored away from our intercontinental trade. The nutritional profile of food produced with as de har mad. God fucking damn, hva? Men nu er alt imod os. Well, guys, klar til en fest.
Heads up!
Kommer en clutch den her. Kommer en clutch den her.
I can take a hint.
Excuse me, just a moment.
Just goes to show you never really see your hometown till you travel with it.
Good afternoon. I'm Chairman Rockwell, and
Always knew the board was.
I don't know about you.
Fuck
but
the
I'm all
Uf-
for living fast and dying young.
Pis, mand.
There, Miss.
Fuck.
Easy now.
Excuse me, just a moment.
Is there something I can do for you?
Look at this fancy office. Chairman's bleeding the whole colony dry.
I beg your pardon, Minister. I suppose that is...
Okay, her var rimelig meget.
Always knew the board was crooked. But this?
Så er det for unfriendly. Så er det unfriendly. Men det samme, jeg har set den.
Everyone all right?
Okay. Jeg ved ikke, om der er andre måder, vi kan gøre det på. 53. Hellig. Ellie, my dear. Let's get some armor on you. 52, 53, det er fint. Felix. 39, 53. Very good. Skal vi se, om der er en måde at gøre det her, guys, på, hvor vi ikke kan gå i krig med hele byen. Det kunne faktisk være rimelig dejligt, det kunne. Men så jeg kunne ikke bluffe forbi ham. Så hvad skal jeg nu? Hvor er den hen? Så jeg skal dræbe hele byen, faktisk. Holy fuck. Det bliver sjovt.
Heads up! Open fire! Nice one!
I think I'm gonna start taking my lunches out in the city. That woman from downstairs is still in the cafeteria.
What's this I hear about you ordering more tests performed with sample 4157? That's actually...
Make him regret it!
I don't want to die! Open fire!
Jesus Christ, det er ikke det, jeg vil der, guys. Der skal du lege. Det var ikke det, jeg vil. Fuck det her, mand. Jeg tror, det er en bug. Jeg tror simpelthen, det er en bug, der gør det. Jeg synes bare, det er mærkeligt, at det skal være sådan. Oh, det var Felix. So sorry. Sorry, Felix. Sorry. Sorry, bro. Sorry, bro. Well. Pis, man. Dræbte jeg lige der. Men vi er jo krig med hele Byzantium, guys. Det var derfor. Fuck, jeg hader det her. Yup.
Halt. Searching for...
Don't hurt me! Don't hurt me! Don't take him down!
Vi kan aldrig... Guys, vi kan aldrig komme tilbage til den by her, guys. Vi kan aldrig gå tilbage til den by her.
I tell you what.
Rizzo's purple berry punch. You want a punch? Oh, you got your what was that? Right here.
All right, let's dance!
Fuck, jeg hader det der slutning. Jesus fucking Christ.
Spacer's Choice dehydrated water tablets. Just add air. Now available in carbonated.
Bro, jeg har lige droppet hele din by. Og så kommer der bare sådan en reklame der. Spacer's Choice.
Anti-Cleo's pipe pack. All of the benefits of smoking a real pipe.
Nå ja, der er også... der er dude dernede. Det er dude dernede, rejse. Fuck.
That's what you get. Here they come!
I don't want to die!
Åh, jamen okay. Du er dumt det der, bro. Du er dumt det der, bro. Det var ikke særlig...
Crew report. Bioka is drunk. Surprise. We have successfully arrived at Phineas's orbital lab, Captain, and we are still in one piece. Shall I congratulate myself, or would you like to do?
Jeg skal lige se noget græs. Jeg skal lige se noget.
Crew crew members Ellie and Max are engaged in a heat.
Altså, det var nok basically kun to. Det er basically kun tider, jeg egentlig har sådan, hvor folk ikke kan hader mig. Tænker jeg ikke. Hvis vi tager på Groundbreaker, skal vi lige prøve på Groundbreaker og se, hvad der sker.
Destination reached. The Groundbreaker.
Nu må vi se. Altså, det er jo en... Groundbreaker er en uafhængig institution, ikke? Altså, her i spillet. Det er jo en uafhængig ved det fraktionsspillet. Det var også derfor, at der board ikke kunne lide den. Right?
This is Halcyon.
Hello. Welcome to the... How might I am the board's You may call me Mr. My sincerest apology. Regretfully that... Now, if you're asking why he no longer sits at this desk, that's simple enough. His employment with Halcyon Holdings was terminated. If you're instead inquiring as to the precise location of his body, well, that I do not know. May I help you with anything
His
else?
body, okay. Holy fuck, de har dræbt ham.
I haven't...
You're a well-connected man. Surely you had heard whispers.
I heard screams, in point of fact, from down the waste disposal hall. Now you know as much as I do.
Er det en quest, så? Det er sgu lidt ked af, at han døde. Nå, jo. Så basically dem kan jeg gennemføre, fordi at jeg er nok wanted på den by i den by. Okay. Nå. Det var ikke den måde, jeg synes, jeg løste den sidste gang med ret fredeligt med det her. I hvert fald uden at skyde hele byen i stykker. Så det er sgu lidt... Det siger også, man kan. Høj nok overtagelsesevne. Høj nok lockpicking. Men jeg synes bare ikke, det kunne. Jeg synes ikke, der var nogen... jeg synes ikke, der var nogen muligheder for det.
some crew member.
You're adjusting before you pull. You're anticipating.
All right. Oh. Anyhow, so I told him, Dad, I'm a big girl now. I don't need your help. I can do it on my own.
Okay. Jeg tror, at de var det her, den skulle date? Okay, fair nok. Jamen, don't let me disturb.
Crew report. Nyoka is drunk. Surprise.
Okay, Captain. I'm near about. So she got here, and after a few minutes, she said, "Hey," and then she just sort of touched my arm, real gentle-like, and called the cut of my outfit elegant. Then I led her into the kitchen. I think she about cried when.
Og nu var stod lige bagved og kiggede.
She stood stock still and just said, "Oh, real soft." I told her how we got Mr. Raymond to bake it for us, so it was double authentic. Sure was. Near best thing to homemade, June Lace. When I brung out the sweetheart cakes, June, but I stopped her because I wanted to say it first.
That's unusual forward for you.
One of us has got to be. We're both. June's so reserved and I'm so shy. I worried if I never said anything, nothing would ever get said. I told her about how she made me feel. Bold like I acted. Strong. Smarter and kinder than I... And then she pulled out a paper and read a speech. She talked about the things she admired about me, like my cleverness and my humor, and how it made her want to be more open.
Where she wrote a speech to declare her love.
She was worried she wouldn't get the words out right, especially after that message about Isabel. It's sweet. Anyhow, when she wrapped up, I asked her to be my girlfriend.
Nej, hvor sødt.
And Captain, she said yes!
That was very sweet. Congratulations.
It's all on your account, you know. Imagine if you'd never taken me out of Edgewater. I'd have never met June Lay at all. I don't know nothing about the Vicar's capital P plan, but you've sure changed my life. So, if you don't mind, I'm just gonna head to my cabin and happy scream into my pillow for like an hour.
Cool. Hvad får hun så af perk? Kommer ikke det? Enchanted Evening perk. Alright. Det er jeg ret spændt på at se, hvad det er for en. Parvati. Der. Food Effect Duration 55. Ah, okay. Den er faktisk rigtig god, især hvis jeg spiller svær højhedsgrad. Sværhedsgrad. Sorry. Cool. Nå, nice. Jeg fik 1800 catch. Okay, cool. Altså... Basically har jeg bare lyst til at fortsætte. Altså i forhold til, om jeg skulle load quest igen, fordi... Der er sådan lidt...
If you don't mind my saying, Captain, Minister Clark is lucky to have you on his side.
Lad os da helvede, der bare... til Phineas lab her. Lad os se, hvad der sker.
Now arriving at...
Så det, vi har... Altså rollespil, det er jo sådan der. Var der armor? 67, 33, 14. Det er sjovt, at det der armor, der, eller de der hjelme der, de er ikke særlig gode. Så der er ting, jeg gerne vil snakke i forhold til det spil her. Lynhurtigt. Vi skal nok komme i gang, guys. I andre RPG'er, det er det vores armor. Vi har kropsarmer, og vi har hovedet. Det er det, vi har. Det, jeg elsker ved det her spil her, det er, at man har simpelthen godt sagt i The Other Worlds her, i det her spil her, der skal vi ikke grind ud for, fordi hvis I kender andre RPG'er, så vil du også have armer til hænderne, til armen, til benene, til fandme, der er RPG'er, hvor du skal ned til anklerne og fødderne, ikke også? Her er det bare, der er 2 former for armer, hovedet og kroppen. Færdig. Jeg elsker det ved det. Jeg elsker simpelthen, at Obsidian simpelthen har valgt at sige, at vi destillerer alt ned til det, vi kan. Hvad er der vigtigst her? Det synes jeg. Hvis der overhovedet kan være et armor-system, så synes jeg også, der vil mangle noget et eller andet sted, fordi det er stadigvæk et Obsidian-spil, det er stadigvæk et RPG. Men at de laver det på den måde, jeg elsker alt det her. Jeg elsker alt ved det, simpelthen. Jeg synes, det er så fedt. Basically alt det der right armor der, kan vi jo godt kan vi jo godt break down, fordi basically så har jeg tror alle mine dudes har nok armor til eller højere armor end det. Så det er jo fint nok. Vi kan jo også begynde at kigge på, om vi skulle måske om vi skulle, det ved jeg sgu ikke. Om vi skulle modde det også måske, det ved jeg ikke. Det må vi se. Så, det var altså ganske jeg fik jo trænet i dag. Og jeg var inde nede i et nyt træningscenter, så det var faktisk rimelig lækkert at prøve det. Det var ude på Aarhus Ø, hvor jeg prøvede Powerhouse Aarhus. Det er ikke et center, jeg kommer til at besøge sådan jævnligt, men jeg skal jo ind til lægen sådan relativt jævnligt. Og så er det fint lige at tage der sted inden eller efter at tage derover, fordi der er faktisk rigtig gode parkeringsmuligheder på Aarhus Ø. Og lige ved siden af faktisk. Så det er egentlig bare at tage derhen, og det er faktisk der er der rigtig kvalitetsudstyr. Så det, og jeg ved godt, at der hvis du ikke er vant til andet end en Pure Gym, og det er det, du kan lide, og så er det fint. Det er fint. Og de her Pure Gym ved jeg også, jeg elsker for eksempel plate load. Jeg elsker plate load udstyr, fordi især også fordi jeg har sgu noget, jeg tror sgu jeg har noget, når det kommer til træningsmæssigt, så har jeg noget, jeg vil gerne have, at jeg har en fast progression, altså en relativt fast progression. Og når man køber et kabel, jamen og hvis du træner flere steder, som jeg gør, så er nogle af de der kabler, de er ikke nødvendigvis, hvis du kører et pull-down på 40 kilo, altså jeg har bare tænkt vægt 40 kilo, et sted, så kan det godt være, at det ikke er 40 kilo. Et andet sted, det lyder mærkeligt, vægten er det samme, men de der pulley-system, der er der, de der kabelsystem, det kører i de der pulleys der, det kan være, at der er nogen, der kører lidt tungere eller lidt lettere, alt efter hvor du er fra. Og for nogen, der er det pisse lige meget. Vi kommer ned, vi træner. Mange dem, som vi selv ligesom følger, de siger, jamen, hvis det er tilfældet, så træner de sådan inden for en eller anden rep range, og så siger de, og så træner de efter riger. Så de siger, jamen, vi træner sådan, at der er efter 2 riger, eller 8 RPE hedder det så, hvis det er RPE-skalaen, at der er 2 reps tilbage i tanken. Så på den måde, kan man sige, udligner de sig selv, så at noget kan køre tungere, end hvis du er i et andet center. Så det. Men, anyways, det er derfor, jeg godt kan lide plate loads. Det er simpelthen fordi, at det kører 9 ud af 10 gange ikke på en pulley-system. Og derfor er det relativt, at 35 kilo et sted er 35 kilo et andet sted. Sådan. Okay, vi snakker. Og så er det så er det noget kvalitetsudstyr, vil jeg så lige sige. Det er der kvalitets. Det er Hammer Strength udstyr. De har dernede. Det er solide racks, fede, rigtig gode stænger. Det kan man mærke. Du kan se, at nogle af de her stænger, de her, det er powerlifting stænger, hvis det er det, du går efter. Så det er virkelig, virkelig lækkert. Jeg så, det eneste ting, jeg ikke så, det var faktisk, det var metalplader. Virkelig, jeg gerne ville have set. Men det er godt, hvad jeg har overset. Nu er det første gang, jeg var dernede. Kalibrerede metalplader. Nu har de ER-racks, altså racks til dem, der laver styrkeløft. Men der var ikke styrkeløftplader, kan man sige. Og det gør måske ikke så meget, men for styrkeløfteren, så gør det måske noget. Så det. Men ellers så havde de rigtig lækkert, og det var så nede i en kælder. Jeg gik faktisk forbi det første gang, eller da jeg skulle den. Jeg gik forbi det første gang. Jeg havde overset det simpelthen. Men det var fordi, det ligger nede i en kælder, så du skal ind, der er sådan en lille træ, eller det ligger sådan en lille træskur nærmest, indgangen, eller en lille, lidt større træskur. Og det gik jeg bare forbi sådan, jeg ser ikke noget. Så måtte jeg se på min Google Maps, se, jeg skulle gå forbi det. Så ligger det nede i sådan en kælder. Og det havde alt det, der skulle. Så det var, så når jeg, kan man sige, skal ned til byen igen i Aarhus, så vil jeg da gerne derhen igen. Så absolut. Men det er ikke noget, jeg kommer til at gøre ret meget ud af. Altså, det er ikke noget, jeg kommer til at gøre det jævnligt. Så det er sådan. Så.
What? Oh, yes, well, that's obvious. Anyone with 2 working labs can see this colony's slouching toward oblivion. Why do you think we've been doing all this? I revived you to help me save Halcyon from annihilation.
It is worse, the chairman's planning on freezing every worker in Halcyon.
Hold on. Let me see if I understand this correctly. You're saying that Halcyon's on the brink of total collapse, and the chairman's plan to save all of us is to save himself? I always knew Halcyon was heading toward a systems collapse, but I never imagined we were already there. The board made this crisis, and now they want to solve it by freezing the rest of us? That's not a plan. That's a goddamn escape clause. That makes 2 things we don't have. Time and chemicals to revive the other settlers. None of this was supposed to happen. I was supposed to revive the Hope's colonists. We were supposed to have enough time to solve the problem before we all starved.
Det er det ikke tid til, bro. The board was testing them on human subjects.
Human test subjects? Oh, that's grotesque. That's unthinkable. That's exactly what I'd expect out of the board.
I could get any more and I will kill the subjects.
Damn, that's not enough. Not nearly enough for the whole ship. I could revive a handful of settlers. Maybe, possibly, damn. We're out of time. We're out of chemicals. We may very well be out of options. If the board has their way, we're all going to be spending the rest of our lives frozen in stasis. Do you realize what this means for the Hope? For your fellow colonists? The board's going to kill them all. Toss them out into space, just to make room in their hibernation chambers.
We need to think about this. There has to be something we can do.
Short of lining up every member of the board and shooting them in the back of the head.
Det var en mulighed.
Do you know what's waiting for us on the Hope? Scientists, engineers, artists, the brightest minds Earth ever sent us, uncorrupted by the board. The board's going to dispose of them all and transform the Hope into a prison for the rest of us. They're likely on their way to the Hope as we speak. We need to get to those colonists before the board. I have enough chemicals to start reviving a few of them, but no easy way to get them off.
But we could skip the Hope into the system.
Merciful gibbering law, you're a genius. We bring the Hope to us. Skip the entire ship across the distance of colonies.
The Hope's probably damaged. We'll have to route power from the unrival.
Yes, exactly. You're a step ahead of me, but I perceive the shape of your plan. If we link up the Hope to the unreliable,
got a healthy disregard for personal safety, but this sounds crazy, even to me.
Your instincts are correct. By any reasonable definition of sanity, this plan is crazy. Isn't it wonderful?
I don't understand a word you said, Doc. All I know is, if we're gonna hijack a colony ship, count me in.
Bruh.
Yes, excellent. I approve of your enthusiasm, young man. You should ask your captain for a raise. You'll need to switch on the Hope's auxiliary power using the unreliable. Then head to the bridge. Your navigational computer, Ada, should be able to activate the Hope skip drive. Once you've skipped the Hope next to my lab, I'll have easy access to the frozen colonists. I can... Sir?
So we're clear. Skip drives aren't supposed to be used like that. Rings of Terra 2.
Unlikely. The Hope is as massive as the Groundbreaker, but compared to the rings of Terra 2, positively minuscule. The board might notice.
The board?
Possibly, depending on the position of their heads relative to the depth of their collective...
So we're clear. Skip drives aren't supposed to be used like this.
Skip drives were never designed to be used within a system, but I skipped my ship across Halcyon when I rescued you, and that turned out fine, mostly. That is, I ruined my ship and nearly killed myself in the process, but the maneuver was well within acceptable margins of risk. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. It wouldn't surprise me. When I pulled you out of the Hope, the board nearly intercepted me.
Så hvad?
You've done fine. What's...
Jeg forstår ikke rigtigt. Kan jeg ikke...
I've heard those iconoclasts... I know you're wondering why I'm doing all this. Why I believe the people on the Hope are the answer to the colony's problems. The Hope is carrying some of humanity's most brilliant thinkers, scientists, engineers, experts in their... The board would have us believe... Certainly. The board...
Jeg tror, vi har alt, hvad vi kan egentlig. Så det... Jeg synes, der var noget... Jeg havde lidt bange for, at der var en eller anden glitch der, så gjorde, at jeg kunne starte. Det tror jeg sgu egentlig også, der var. Not gonna lie, guys. Det tror jeg, der var. Så det... Men ja, yeah, that's what it is.
Captain, I hope Dr. Wells has not dragged you into one of his irrational schemes again. Welcome back, Captain. You haven't...
No one ever looks quite the same in person as they do in my reports. And my reports of you have been exceptionally thorough. You've had quite a career. I've been keeping up with you ever since Emerald Vale. Now that was an interesting piece of work. A rundown backwater, barely worth the ink on a map. You walked through Edgewater and in your wake transformed it from a loyal company town to a haven for dissidents. I'm actually a little impressed. All this happened because some mysterious... Not always. For the longest time, I could never be sure if you were on our side or against us. You should be back on the Hope, frozen in a hibernation chamber. Yet here you are, flying about in a stolen ship. The board doesn't know what to make of you. But I do. I've seen your potential.
How do you know I'm from the Hope?
We raised security on the Hope after Wells broke in. As for discovering the identity of the missing colonist, all we had to do was scan the passenger manifest. You have something I want. I'd like to negotiate. Phineas Wells is wanted by the board. I want... He has a litany of charges against him. Vandalism, illegal experimentation, sedition. Wells is a dangerous madman. His plan is going to endanger everyone in Halcyon. You're in contact with Wells. I want you to send... You are
Adjutant Akonde's call has been terminated.
Alright guys, jeg tror, this is them.
We have arrived at the Hope. I need you to reroute power from our ship to the Hope's auxiliary generator. You'll have to connect me to the Hope's comm system so I can convince her such... The Hope is the groundbreaker. Also, there are... Forgetfulness can be... I need you to reroute... You'll have to connect...
Felix, Ellie. That's my guys.
Let's hope we don't have to run in a hurry.
What? What was that? Heads up, boss! That's what you get! That was fun!
Very fun indeed. fuck var det? Continue. Status. Looks. Just to keep up David in the board. Jesus Christ, man. Altså, de er fucking vilde her på board.
Scratch my name on one of those pods?
Ja, lige præcis.
Yeah, I figured.
Altså, jeg kan sige meget af vores de andre funktioner af spillet, men holy fuck, man. Everyone is running around trying to figure out how it's going to eat, but none of it means anything if it can't keep us on course. It's hell. Charging 26 your trail through space. I don't know if I can handle this so much. Off? What do you mean off? We have too many. Someone hasn't been taking theirs. Extra food sounds like a good thing, darling. Well, not extra. Someone's getting their food from another source. They must have it's just somewhere, so someone could have bought it from Earth. If they did, we need to include it in our ration, Frank. Every bit of food. This is about ownership, this is about survival. Holy fuck, man. De går i samme krig med hinanden, altså sådan, det er på skibet. Scott and grew up in the tomatoes. What is it? Du. Det er virkelig fucket over. Jesus Christ. Look. This is people as well going.
Everyone all right?
Should we assign Sam for a cleanup?
Det tror jeg nok.
That does it. I'm never ever getting in one of those pods.
Holy fuck, det ser smadret ud der. Holy fuck.
So, sneak onto a lost colony ship and skip it across the system. What could go wrong?
Vi skal op, eller hvad? Kan du se, at vi kommer op? Nå, der. Hej, Mia. Der er ikke noget, der er et skeletdyr alligevel. Sådan der. Shit, jeg glæder mig til... hvad hedder det? Jeg glæder mig til... hvad hedder det? Til perk-systemet i The Outer Worlds 2.
These were the private quarters of the Hope's former crew. Shall we hold a moment of silence for the dearly departed? No. That's odd, because my programming would indicate that when forced to confront the idea of self-death, organics prefer... Oh, I see. Yes, never mind.
What?
Must be like coming home for you, boss.
Ja, det er faktisk, jeg kommer fra. Jeg er så lidt spændt på, om de faktisk... Om man faktisk tvinger til, spilleren til at have det der perk. Så det... Men jeg tror, det vil gøre rigtig godt. Det gør rigtig meget for RP'et i spillet. Det glæder jeg mig sådan. Customer service for ikke noget. I'm writing this down because I'm not sure what to do, but I want to the incident record. One of our colleagues has gone missing. The cameras in the pod bay have been. Let's help you to check on. I should throw you out of the fucking airlock, Frank. You should be thanking me for solving our food crisis. This is your solution, sacrificing innocent people. Så der er taget simpelthen de der folk, der er i hibernation, og så var en brugt til mad. What's going on? Where's friend Frank in the brick? What, why? He's the one who terminated with the pots. Or what are you going to spare her tiny creature? I ate them, Ressie. You ate them, and I ain't apologizing for it. If we don't survive, they're as good as dead. Anyway, I can't go just fine. Jesus Christ, man. I've been talking to Frank, and how's the brick? Captain, he makes a kind of sense. Damn it, Alexei, not you two. Don't listen to that madman. What if your wife can't grow more food? What if it fails? When we figure out something else, we're not cannibals. Det minder mig om lidt om den der quest der er i... hvad hedder det? I Fallout 3.
That's the Hope's computer up ahead. I'll admit, I am curious to wake him.
Open the fucking door, well, no, you're killing us. Better you than the colonist. This is idiotic. If you don't keep the ship afloat, they'll die anyway, and this is a risk Ressie is plotting our course. The ship will fly through. You're gambling with hundreds of thousands of people's lives, and you're handpicking which few you will consume in your madness. Damn it, let's find me a fucking drill. Cat, you hear that? Hear what? The drill stopped. Maybe they're taking a break. Maybe it broke. Maybe they're trying to get into cold storage if they get through. Keep working, Russell. I'll take care of it. I think I'm the only left. I don't know what Captain Hunt did down there, but he hasn't come back, and they haven't used the tool, and I'm done. The course is set. I'm down to my last day of food, and I don't want to die like Donna did. Fly through hope. Så han dræbte sig selv.
Greetings, Captain. I am speaking to you through the Hope's computer system. It's a rather cramped feeling, but it'll do. Probably not, but don't let that stop you. Searching. Please stand by. Ah, found. Are you sure that is a... And also potential... Jump-starting the skip drive.
In case I don't get another chance to say it.
Doing it. I mean, affirmative.
ADA. Does your captain seriously intend to do a micro-jump in system with engines that haven't been powered in 70 years?
Yeah.
On a derelict ship?
That is what my captain intends, yes.
But that is a gross misuse of the skip drive. The Zero Point Drives Corp and I will not be held responsible for any damage incurred during transport, and this will cause extreme damage.
Yes, I am aware.
You should not be doing this.
Thank you, Hope. It looks like all systems are go.
Well, all set. Here we go, guys.
Oh, we are still alive and have successfully slipped into Terra 2's orbit. I reported as much to Phineas Wells, but he has not responded. Perhaps you should check in on him.
Did we move? I heard.
Persuade 75. Engineering. Perks. Så har jeg 2 perks tilbage. Another Gehalt.
Was that an attempt at humor, Doctor? Certain levels of drollness are difficult for me to discern.
Let's see. Let's see, guys. Jeg kan faktisk ikke huske, guys, om det er... Jeg kan ikke huske, om det er sidste... Om det er sidste... det er boss... Eller boss battle. Det tror jeg ikke, det er... Om der er en... Men det, om det er sidste mission, der. Det kan jeg simpelthen ikke huske. Vi må se!
Captain, I am receiving a transmission from Captain. I shall now...
The board is here. They've found me somehow. They're about to blast my door open. I can't stop them from getting me, and there isn't enough time to explain it. The board, all their lackeys, they're all a bunch of you fucking pig!
It would seem the recording captured some rather dire events. How can I...
What? Så vi skal til Phineas. Hot save.
We have successfully arrived at Phineas's orbital lab, Captain.
Let's fucking go.
And we are still in one piece.
Vi er Felix. Felix er meget fint.
Shall I?
Let's go, dude. Fuck, det er fucking vildt, den her. Hvor Phineas han? Search the area for a passcode. Okay, fucking hell. Der var den. I have been panically kidnapped and very incarcerated by the... I have not already executed, but I hope they will. Help made it to Helton after all 2 years too late. The board doesn't know what to do with the entire ship full of frozen colonies, so natural they're going to leave them there. Corporate tells us revival is impossible. They tried absolutely nothing, and apparently they are all out of options. Balderdash. Cellular regulation after long hibernation is really just a question of thermodynamics. I'm quite confident I can find a way to relieve the Hope's colonists if only corporate could authorize my request. Frankly, I don't see why I need the permission of my employers to conduct experiments in the name of scientific advancement. What nonsense. Did Newton beg permission from his employers before? Now we got most of our cycles last 93 seconds on average before total cellular liquefaction to do them to cell guns or organic. Stronger than the others, but in the end his body failed to survive the rival puzzle. To die. I don't know how much longer I can keep doing this. Strictly speaking, I do know the Hope has hundreds of thousands of colonists. Så han eksperimenteret også. Fucking hell, man. I always took this that the bot finally got what I've done and sent the headhunters to take me down, but they'll never find me. They say I'm a murderer, and they are right. I am. I regret what I've done, but I'm not about to turn myself into the board. I'm not going to begging the board's forgiveness. Only the Hope's colonists can forgive me for what I've done. They're the only people who can see things right, and I'm going to find a way to revive them, no matter how long I have to stay in hiding. Holy fuck, man. Så bro, han eksperimenterede også på mennesker. Så han var ikke så heldig. Han var ikke så heldig. 49, 67, Ellie. Hvad har du? Felix, hvad har du?
Crew report. Bioka is drunk. Surprise. Captain, as it appears we may soon be embarking for a maximum security prison planet, I believe the crew would like to speak with you to...
Hvad så?
Phineas, locked up in Tartarus? We cannot let this stay.
I never got to know Doc Wells. We ain't friends or crew. But he's still one of us. He's the reason the boss is up and walking right now. We can't just leave him to die in Tartarus.
To extract the scientist, you will need to infiltrate the labyrinth. But that course of action is likely to be... I am programmed to warn you whenever you exhibit inclinations toward risky behavior. Breaking into Tartarus will not be...
Getting in is the simple part. It's getting out again that's the trouble.
Let's just do it. Kick down some doors.
If you really mean to do this, you should see to your final affairs and...
If we don't make it, at least it'll...
Got my trusty tossball stick.
Outstanding. You can count on us, Captain. We're crew. For real crew. That means we got each other's backs.
Never thought I'd volunteer to break into a prison.
Command, not...
Waiting on your command.
It's been an honor serving with you. Okay, slå bag. Jeg tror basically, vi er klar til at tage den sidste mission, guys. Så det er sgu det, vi gør. Det er det, vi gør. Skal vi finde ud af, hvad fanden vi gør i morgen?
I am pleased to inform you that we have arrived at the labyrinth. Please be advised. The interior, I would also... Understood. If you... Oh, speak of the devil. Captain.
Attention, unauthorized spacecraft. This is... You are hereby confined to your docking platform until a ticket UDL does appreciate the courtesy you've done us by delivering as a show of our deep... Alright, I'm feeling generous. Anyway, Tartar... Wait.
Transmission terminated. How... Take care.
Let's go, guys. Let's go. Felix, Ellie, let's go. The usual suspects.
Not while I breathe. Push on, Mardat.
System alert.
Felix, så har du 52, 52. Det er fint. Kom så.
They say nobody's ever broken out of the labyrinth. Didn't say nothing about breaking in, though.
Let's go, guys.
Lead the way, boss. I got your back.
I do hope so. I really hope. Godt.
Something's not right. I'm gonna go have a look. I've been waiting for this!
Get our hands dirty.
Everyone all right?
Everyone's alright. We good.
That's what you get!
Så it's not right. Nej, alle de kammerater, de er ved at dø her, bro. Fucking lille.
No mess, but the best!
Der er en dude her et eller andet sted. Der er flere dudes. Der er mange dudes. This is going to be so much fun, det her. Jeg elsker den her. pit, guys. Skal vi have en... Okay, så det er altså fed worldbuilding der, guys. Det er fed worldbuilding.
Let's go, troops. Stellar base counting on us.
Don't stop my dudes.
That's the last of him!
Hvorfor... Iconoclast, hvorfor skulle jeg kæmpe på dem lige pludselig? Hvorfor har jeg pisset dem af? Det vil jeg gerne vide. Corporate Turbo. Okay, lad os bare komme videre. Okay. Oh. Hvad giver den energi? Hvis jeg havde den long gun. Holy fuck, man. ...38... ...49... ...84... ...84... Ellie... Du kan godt lide at gå i den her kop, kan du ikke? Skal du ikke lige sådan en her på så? Sådan. Og Felix... Ja, det er ikke Felix, der faktisk godt kan lide at gå i den her kamp. Det ved jeg sgu ikke. Det får lige den her på i hvert fald. Det er fint. Cool you. Så jeg bruger det jo ikke, så jeg ved ikke hvorfor jeg gemmer det. Jeg synes bare, de er fede, mand. Så det. Hvis det er sidste mission der, guys, så... Jeg ved det ikke. Jeg har bare så meget lyst til at spille... Jeg har simpelthen virkelig lyst til at fortsætte det her lidt. Så selvfølgelig kan vi tage de her sidemissioner der. Hvis vi gerne have landet og arbejde frem imod, så overvej lidt, om vi skal gå i gang med DLC'en. Overvej lidt, om vi skal gå i gang med DLC'en. Det... Ellie, hvad har hun der? Men igen, så kommer jeg lidt væk. Så kommer vi lidt ind på det der med, at jeg helst gerne bare vil spille et spil ad gang. Et singleplayer-spil ad gangen. Så vi... Nu må lige se. Og det kommer jeg jo nok til, hvis jeg vælger at sige, at vi skal køre på DLC'en. Altså, der er cirka 10 timer. Så sådan 3 streams, ikke? I don't know. I shall think very hard on it. Jeg tror måske, jeg kunne talt med ham. Men han er green screen. Fuck, den er fed, den er faktisk. Har han også han prompter? Han er teleprompter. Nice. Rimelig fedt setup, han har. I'm trying to get straight with it. I can sort of only a few things more from my end, but I don't know what to do about cameras. She says security footage ain't enough. They want proper wheels. What's going on? She's bringing in the VIP for internal security rank up to. Sorry for the inconvenience. It's a fine mess down there. They're talking about recording an announcement. They are all excited. It touched us, but guess this VP has been on the run for a while. Okay, så de vil simpelthen... De vil filme simpelthen Phineas der. Holy fuck, siger jeg bare. Holy shit.
I'm not one for rousing speeches, but the captain needs our help.
Jeg har en masse, jeg skal... 19. Det kan jeg godt lige... 38. Yes. 49. 49. 84. 49 venter vi lidt med. 53. 54. 53. 49. 56. Den der kan vi godt lide. 38 kan vi også godt lide. Altså, det er ikke fordi, jeg har jo fint... det er bare stadigvæk lige... Skal vi godt lige få godt det... Tag det der er alt under 40 cirka. Ish.
Hope you're right about this, Captain.
Det håber jeg satan også, guys. Det håber jeg satan også.
Captain, you have an uncanny talent for complicating. You've disrupted the balance of power. You've upset the natural order of things.
Natural order of things. Hver gang nogen, der siger det, så tænker jeg, det er republikaner. Og the natural order, det er Gud.
I'm afraid I can't do that. I'm aware of your diplomatic talents, Captain. You have a gift for manipulation, but I warn you, I'm no easy mark. For all your talents, you are the enemy of Halcyon, and there... You make a nuance. Dr. Wells is being held in my custody. His cooperation... All that's left to do is put down this riot, arrest you, and then get on with the bloody business of saving this... In that we are in agreement. An end to violence is precisely what I want. An end to chaos. An end to senseless... I wish you'd simply cooperated with me. I had a feeling you'd say that. This prison is equipped with an automechanical warden. And don't worry.
Well, fuck. Guys. Hard save. Er det ikke ved at loot, eller hvad? Okay, der er ikke noget loot her. Vi fik bare det der kort der. Det synes jeg er lidt roligt. Eller det synes jeg er lidt... det synes jeg ikke er fair. Det synes jeg ikke er fair.
Get me out of here!
You don't know how glad I am to see you. You did the right thing. Akande was a monster. Her death was much deserved, and long overdue.
Long overdue.
And you lunatic, you broke into the board's own fortress just to rescue one doddering old man. You are absolutely out of your mind, and I can't begin to thank you enough.
Altså, når man læser de der logs der, så Phineas der han har, så et andet sted, kan man sige, hvor han var en mand, der ligesom, man kan sige, eksperimenterede på andre folk, det gjorde han jo, for ligesom for the greater good. Det kan jeg så, det vil jeg, I don't know, jeg ved ikke, om det er en undskyldning. Det synes jeg måske ikke, der er. Men, stadigvæk, han har i hvert fald en samvittighed, og det havde hun ikke, de her, eller de her, The Board, de har ikke samvittighed, så I don't know, altså det er sådan, den der verden her, der er, som de har bygget op, det er sådan en dog world, altså verden, så det, ja, altså det er der, vælge imellem de mindst onde, kan man sige.
I'm all right, thanks to you. Akande wanted my cooperation. I'm quite sure she would have beaten it out of me if you hadn't arrived. You've broken the board's stranglehold on this colony, and you saved my life. But there's still so much we have yet to accomplish. You and I are going to have to work harder than ever to save Halcyon. I'm afraid the situation is far worse than any of us ever anticipated. Earth has gone dark. We haven't received a single message in 3 years. There's been no communication, no signals, nothing. 2 years ago, the Earth's Directorate's frigate disappeared on their way back to Earth. We don't know what they discovered when they arrived, or if they arrived at all.
Hold on, Doc. Are you telling me the Earth went dark 3 years ago, and the board's just been covering this up?
They've been incredibly effective at concealing the truth. Right now, the only people in the colony who know are standing in this room.
They haven't exactly been hands-on around here anyway. So there's one less rubber stamp to worry about.
Earth is humanity's home planet, Miss Fenhill. The psychological effects of losing our original home will be devastating. We're in serious trouble, my friend. Do you know what this means for Halcyon? We can't rely on Earth for support anymore. We've been cut loose. We're entirely on our own. Yes, we do. You've done a marvelous thing. You've succeeded where anyone else would have failed, including me. We must begin the revival process immediately, starting with the Hope's brightest minds, and then we're going to fix this damn colony, one problem at a time. We're going to need a leader, and I can't imagine a better person for the... When I revived you, I thought you were going to help me save this colony. I was wrong. I had our roles reversed, you see. You're the one who's going to save us all. I'm just the one who set you on your... You're the best thing to ever happen to Halcyon. If you want to take it upon yourself to lead this colony, you have my support. We're not a colony any longer, are we? Our last connection to Earth has been severed, and so we have been set free. Our future is uncertain, and no one knows what tomorrow holds. Exciting, isn't it?
The OSI teaches that everything in the universe happens according to the grand plan. But the stranger that arrived in Halcyon was an unplanned variable. From the moment he landed in Emerald Vale, his actions altered the course of history. The events on Tartarus brought about the end of the board's authority. But the board's mistakes would haunt the colony for decades to come. The damage they left behind would require the work of a generation to repair. Dr. Phineas Wells began reviving a handful of the Hope's colonists. Engineers, scientists, technicians, and intellectuals. They were among the brightest minds the Earth had ever sent out into the stars. The Hope scientists and engineers woke up in a colony descending headlong into total collapse. With no way to return to Earth, they had no choice but to band together and devote themselves to the cause of saving Halcyon. The people of Halcyon were nothing if not hardy. In the absence of the board's authority, many of the colony's settlements banded together with a single purpose in mind: survival. Life was especially hard in the years to come. Some towns dissolved by attrition and starvation, but most of them found a way to carry on. In the years to come, Halcyon was forced to reckon with its newfound freedom. The board was gone, and for better or worse, the colony was responsible for its own destiny. Between MSI's worker-centric policies and the iconoclast's manpower, Sanjar and Zora were able to rally many of the Terra 2 townships to their cause. MSI's workforce swelled, and the iconoclasts enjoyed a significant surge in their ranks. The board was too distracted by infighting and internal politics to stop MSI from becoming a powerful corporation and a refuge for townships that might have fallen through the cracks. Sublight Salvage adapted to the changes in Halcyon, shifting their business model to suit the times. Their claims of legitimacy were scrutinized, but ultimately unquestioned. Lilia Hagen would continue to protect her family as ruthlessly as ever. Adelaide McDevitt replaced Reed Thompson as the leader of Edgewater. She and her followers transformed Edgewater in their image. Anyone loyal to Reed was pressured into leaving town, and those who stayed behind adapted to her way of life. Adelaide transformed the old cannery into a new garden. The nearby Edgewater Cemetery provided a convenient source of fertilizer. As for Reed Thompson, it was said that he lasted exactly 2 days outside the walls of Edgewater. Years later, a marauder was found in possession
Jeg synes,
of
det er
the
ærgerligt
map.
slutning for ham.
Under the leadership of Junlei Tennyson, the Groundbreaker held firm against corporate influence. The ship's mechanical stability gave Junlei the time to educate a promising generation of engineers, schooled in her family's traditions. The future of the Groundbreaker looks promising. The rediscovery of the Hope and the abandonment of the lifetime employment program forced Byzantium to come to terms with some uncomfortable realities about the state of Halcyon. While Byzantines were reluctant to surrender the luxuries they'd grown accustomed to, the board's diminished authority gave them little choice in the matter. Nearly everyone had to learn to make do with less. Some even had to get jobs.
Nej.
It was a dark time indeed. Your influence shifted Ellie's perspective. She finally admitted, albeit grudgingly,
Markel, Ellie.
might need other people. Sometimes. With a steady income from the life insurance payouts, she was finally able to afford a ship of her own. She hired a small crew and flew supply missions to communities on the fringe. Some of them were even legal. Life in Halcyon was sobering for Felix Millstone. The grand revolution he dreamed of never came. There was no great awakening for the colony, no celebrations in the streets. There was only the hard, desperate work of trying to repair a broken colony. Felix never had a head for numbers, but if there was labor to be done, he was there to help. Eventually, Felix realized that the work of a revolution was done with 2 hands. As much as he enjoyed his adventures aboard the Unreliable, the vicar, known as Max, eventually decided that it was time to move on, to live out the life he had sought so long to create. He knew there were many in the colony who carried burdens much worse than the ones he had struggled with, and he devoted himself to easing their suffering wherever he could. He only ever took up arms again to defend the defenseless. Unshackled from a lifetime of striving and fighting the universe and himself, Vicar Maximilian de Soto was finally at peace. Once the matter with the Hope colonists was resolved, Junlei bashfully asked Parvati if she'd like to join her permanently on the Groundbreaker. and Parvati enthusiastically, if somewhat awkwardly, agreed. The stories of her adventures spread across the colony, and Parvati soon found herself the center of attention. Having served as the engineer of a renowned spacecraft, tramp freighters and wildcat miners sought her out by name. And in no time, she was a fixture in the groundbreaker's mechanical ecosystem. She and Junlei were never far apart. Nyoka returned to Monarch to take another crack at making a permanent life for herself. She formed the Charon Group, a mercenary outfit of ragtag survivalists and wilderness experts. Anyone in need of a guide, or just looking to throw back a beer and swap stories, could find her camping on the trail or clearing an infestation. The SAM unit that accompanied you spread awareness of the product line's superior sanitation and maintenance capabilities across what was left of the colony. This led to a boost in SAM unit sales. Did you know that SAM units are the longest-lasting, toughest-acting cleaning solution in Halcyon? Minister Clark was released from house arrest, and his contact with you gave him a sense of renewed purpose and vigor. Once it became clear that no help would be coming from Earth, he threw his considerable efforts and talents into helping Halcyon manage the crisis before it. As for Dr. Phineas Wells, he spent his remaining years in his orbital lab. He eventually came to terms with his own past, and was able to forgive the mistakes of his younger self by devoting his remaining years to serving the colony. In the end, Dr. Wells was able to save every scientist and engineer aboard the Hope. Over the next decade, nearly all of the Hope's remaining colonists were successfully revived. Halcyon saw a period of rapid technological and scientific advancement. Breakthroughs in dietary supplements saved the colony from starvation. Geoengineering projects and social reforms began to change the structure and character of the colony. Dr. Wells laid the groundwork for the project to save the colony, but he would never live to see the fruits of his labor. He passed away a few years later. His work was carried on by the scientists and engineers he revived. Today, Halcyon has stabilized. The people of the colony work hard to adapt to their new circumstances. Nearby colonies send aid and supplies. Life will never be easy in Halcyon, but for the first time in its history, there exists a sense of real, genuine hope about the future. And what about you, the unplanned variable in the history of Halcyon? Long after Wells passed away, you carried on his work with more energy, determination, and brilliance than he could ever muster. The years that followed were hard, but Halcyon survived by the efforts of the Hope's most promising colonists, the greatest of which was you. No one knows what's happened to Earth, and no one knows what the future has in store for Halcyon. All we know for certain is this: the name of the Unreliable and that of its intrepid captain will remain the subject of countless stories for years to come.
All right, guys. Så tror jeg, vi stopper for den her gang her. Tusind tak, fordi I kom og så med. Jeg ved ikke, om vi fortsætter spillet. Jeg ved ikke, om vi skal fortsætte med DLC'en. Der er 2 DLC'er til spillet. Så jeg ved ikke, om vi kommer til at gøre det. Det er noget, jeg lige skal overveje. Vi har i hvert fald også i morgen, jeg har sagt, at vi skal spille noget The Other World, så vi har gennemført det. Så der er jo det skal jeg lige have overvejet, hvad vi gør der. Anyways, så har det været en fornøjelse at spille det her spil her. Det igen været en fornøjelse at spille det her spil her. Så jeg kommer nok lige med en lille tanke om video på det tidspunkt omkring spillet. Og det, jamen, hvad hedder det? Jeg kan så også sige lidt hurtigt, at spillet det ligger jo faktisk på Game Pass. For det, hvad jeg har det, så ligger det på Game Pass. Så der kan I jo, hvis man har lyst til det, gå ind og spille det. Hvis man har Game Pass, kan du bare gøre det for dit Game Pass på dit Game Pass abonnement. Så det er jo en ting. Det er fedt. Det er fedt ved Game Pass. Så det. Men jeg ved ikke, hvorfor jeg hakker helt vildt. Men det it is what it is, guys. Vi skal til at stoppe nu her. Og jeg finder ud af, hvad vi gør i morgen. Jeg skal nok give en lille update, og så må vi se, hvad vi gør der. Jeg vil sige tusind tak, fordi I så med. Og så håber jeg selvfølgelig, at vi ses igen på et eller andet tidspunkt. Om det så er i morgen, eller hvornår det er. Det må vi, ja, det er når I hopper ind på det. Sagt, discount på torsdag, ikke også? Discount på torsdag. Og så Assassin's Creed Black Flag enten fredag eller i weekenden. Så nu må vi lige se, hvornår der er tid til det. Det er godt, jeg kommer til at skubbe den, men vi må lige se. Men tusind tak for at se med. Future Morphic, tak fordi, og Mia Nielsen, tak fordi I kom forbi YouTube live chatten og så hej. Så det kan I have det rigtig godt.